I always just stand here for a minute. We broadcasting? We broadcasting? Let's see. Looks like we're live. Yo, yo, yo. How we doing? Whew. Hello. Becca, Justine. Hey, guys. Valerie. Look at all the regulars showing up. Chicken Lady. Guys, it's daytime. This is weird for me. I don't know about you, but this is hard for me to be awake right now. You share my broadcast, random guy. You're the best. Oh, Michelle and Alyssa. Good to see you. Did you get some paints? Michelle came and grabbed, she curbside picked up her Yoda t-shirt, you guys. So that's exciting. Hayden again, so excited. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Cassie's pumped. Random guy's pumped. What are you in? What did you do with the real Taytayski? I know. I'm doing this for you guys because a lot of people have been saying that the 8 o'clock is too late for them. So I thought I'll do a one-off Saturday, okay? Just a one-off afternoon event for everyone. You can watch my YouTube later if you guys couldn't make it. But I thought the people that couldn't make a live during the week would maybe want to come to one of these ones. So we can see Lucas and Julie are here. Perfect. Hello, hello, family. Let's see how many people sneak in today. It'll be interesting to see if more come during the day, if more come at nighttime. Who knows? All right. I'm Tay, everybody. If there's any newbies here today. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're watching this later. Watching live from the UK. That's amazing. Welcome to the stream. I love that. Are you painting too? That's the real question. Alright. Remember guys, I usually hang out for about 10 minutes while people sneak in, so we'll see. See how she goes. Remember, add me on Instagram, guys, if you want to send in your pictures and have a chance to be seen up on the video here with everybody else. Lulu! My ringette team's painting too. I love that. You ready to paint a panda? You guys can all thank my cousin Lucas for the idea of the panda because conveniently he's just up here in my stream view all the time. And he pointed out why we tried doing panda. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. I never even thought it. So that's exciting. We love King Panda, so pumped. Heck yeah. Adam's painting panda with us. Thank you for telling us, Stacy. Adam, you guys, is who painted the amazing fan art T-Rex piece of me the other day. My favorite thing I've ever seen in my life. It's Saturday. Yeah, it is, you guys. It was really funny, Adam. Actually, somebody messaged me asking if we could learn to paint T-Rex. So I think that actually means they want you to host the class, because that's your masterpiece, right? I like to soak my paintbrushes. I like when they're all wet before I start, so I always put my paintbrushes in there before. If there's anybody that is new, I guess I can talk about some of the... He said, oh no! Don't worry, I'll teach it for you. We'll see if I can whip up that masterpiece. Again, I have to say some housekeeping, same time, same thing every time. If you're new here, don't be scared to ask some questions. Always send me your pictures. If you're watching this later, send me the photos of your finished paintings. I love that. That's my favorite part. When it comes to supplies, if you have black, white, lots of white, blue, red, and yellow, you can make about literally any color in the world. So you don't have to worry about getting loads of paints and loads of colors if you don't want to. Everyone in Calgary, you can call Mona Lisa. They're doing pickups and drop-offs for paints. What else? Doesn't hurt to have a pencil sometimes if you're a particular drawer or artist or new and you like to use your hands with a pencil more than a paintbrush. That's okay. I always offer people to have a piece of paper on the side if you want to practice on something else first. The main thing is always trust the process. Don't be scared. to ruin your painting, because then that's how you ruin the painting. Okay? Have fun with it. We're gonna make it splotty and messy. I paint like a messy gal, so you guys are coming along for the ride too. Some people have been suggesting that you cover up some like newspaper or something around your area. Sometimes it gets a little splashy, but acrylic paint comes off of most things except for clothes. If you get it on your clothes right away, go wash it quick with water when it's still wet, or else your pants will look like this all the time. Oh, I don't think you can see. What else? That's it, that's all, I think. Hey, guys? Don't worry if yours doesn't look like mine. Everybody's looks different. That's the best part. The lighting here is so weird during the day. I just can't handle it. Okay. What else, guys? Is that it at all? We've got a couple people posting me in your stories already. I like it. Ooh, your second time, Sable? I don't know how to say our username, but this one's going to be a fun one. It's not as intricate as the Yoda. For you guys who started with the Yoda, that was an intense one to start with. But everyone's turned out so cute. I was really pumped on that. Second time. Nice, guys. You are doing splatter today. Heck yeah, we're doing splatter today. Okay, let's just see. Let's just start her up, I guess, hey? We are... If you want to start with a pencil, go for it. I always teach with paint because some people like that way. If I do with a pencil, you wouldn't even be able to see it probably. But if you do use a pencil, please go very lightly. Don't push really hard, because if you push hard, you'll leave extra graphite, loose graphite, and it'll get mixed in with your paint, and it'll be like mixing your paint with a gray. So just be aware of that. I think we're just gonna go for it, guys. Unless anyone says no. I actually did something cool for us today. I drew out just a rough outline of, or not outline, just a rough drawing of the shapes we're about to do. So if you can see up here, this is what we're about to be doing. It might look confusing and a mess if it's your first time here today right now. But that's just to help in case I go a little fast and it stresses someone out. So, A+++. Hey, I'll take that. I will take that. Also, I just need to shout out, guys, Cassie lives in Ontario, okay? And she, last time our paint night went to like 10:30, which means what, 11:30, 12:30 for her? And she's been coming to so many of them, just appreciate it. Okay. So, we are gonna get a blue out to you guys. Blue or your pencil. I'm using a little baby brush, the smallest brush you got. And we are low-level stalking. Hey, not at all. You're not the only one who's come to all of them. I think Stacy and Adam are close with you on there too. Okay, guys. We are gonna be dipping our paintbrush into the water and kind of scooping some water onto our palette because we want a lot of water in our paints, okay? And we are going to be making like a chocolate milky concoction, maybe a little bit thinner actually than chocolate milk. Lots of water, hardly any pigment, and it's because we're just doing a light outline. We are gonna paint over it. It's okay. We want it to be so thin and light so that we can paint over top of it or screw up, and it's fine. You just joined. Did you miss anything? No, you literally joined at the perfect moment. We are literally about to start. And loneliness, can you buy that picture at the top? Are we talking up here like this panda? Because you can. You can if you want. I'll send it right to Poland, I'm pretty sure, right? You're in Poland? Okay. Oh, I splattered all over my canvas already by accident. Okay, you guys. Let's do it. Take a breath. Don't be too stressed. Let's get started. You are going to look at your canvas. Some of you might have a rectangle canvas. That's super fine. I just was starting to run out, so I decided to use a square. Oh, the fluffy weird. You like this guy. Hey, girl, you can have that one for free. Okay, that is so funny. We're all about to be drawing that right away, so it'll be a bunch of them. Okay, guys, ready? Imagine, remember, look at your whole canvas. Imagine where your panda is going to go. And you want to utilize the whole place. Don't draw him very small in the corner. You want to use the whole canvas, the whole surface area. And then sometimes, like, even just pretend drawing it out with your paintbrush, like an inch away from the canvas, sometimes helps visualize where you're going to put him. But we're going to start with his head, okay? I'm just going to draw a circle. Probably like a little bit in the middle, a little bit up from the middle, and see how thin that is. Like, there's hardly any paint in there. But just a nice big circle. You could probably make it a little bit bigger than that if you want. I'm not used to painting this small, so it's going to be interesting. The real panda that we're looking at is was on a 24 by 24 inch canvas. I put my time lapse on. So it's pretty big. I think this is like a 9 by 9 inch canvas. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Oh, hello! Good to see you in the afternoon. Bueno. I always call you Bueno. Okay, we've got a circle. Hello, Jingjian. Jingjian? Jingjian? Okay. You're new. Well, welcome to Caffeine. Welcome to my stream. I am teaching a bunch of people at home right now how to paint this panda. Okay, we've got a circle. And then we're going to paint another circle like he's a snowman. It's okay if the circles overlap. Whoop. Okay. How's that feel? I'm just going to keep going, guys. We're going to do some little egg-shaped ovals on his ears. Not full circle, more egg-shaped. Why does the background look like an art studio? Because it is an art circle, a studio. I can show you guys. This is my art studio that I work in every day. Woo. There's Sheldon Cooper in the corner. You can't see his face. It's a really nice 8. Hey, thanks. This 8's going to turn into a King Panda at some point. Okay. We're going to paint a rectangle. That's where his cutie little hand is at, his mouth. Okay. Whoop. Since I have that drawing up there too, I'm not going to be too worried. And this is another oval coming down because he's rubbing his little Buddha belly. Panda, 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 panda. Aw, isn't he cute? He's coming together. In about an hour or so, there'll be a cutie panda here. Right now, it's just a fancy 8. Right, loneliness? Okay. Have I watched Kung Fu Panda years ago? I remember it being a great movie. I love Jack Black. Right, he's Kung Fu Panda. Okay, and then we're gonna do, guys, another nubbin. These little beans, basically, hey? Jackie Chan, right, was he... Which animal was Jackie Chan, you guys, in Kung Fu Panda? He wasn't his dad, was he? No. And his dad was not a panda, I remember. Okay, look at that, guys. It already looks like a panda. Doesn't it? Guess... I need to see the lineup again. I'm not going to Google... Don't worry, I'm not going to Google who everyone is, but I need to see all the characters. Kung Fu Panda characters. While everyone's drawing out the outlines. Oh, there's 4 Kung Fu Pandas? Guys, I didn't even know. Okay, if we look up... Do you guys remember all the characters? Was he the tiger? Oh my gosh, it won't go zoom in. Whoop. The tiger or the lemur. Why do I feel like he's the tiger? No, the tiger's a... Yes, yes, yes. Hello, is this Becca Civ? Thebomb.com. Angel, are you painting this panda? Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Are we cool, guys? Do we have a cutie little panda to begun? Oh my gosh, I love that. Do you already see a panda in the corner? Kiddo, don't be sly. There's actually 3 pandas up here. Okay. Now we're going to draw his little nose, okay? So we know that his hand is going to be right at the bottom of his little snout. Best panda, don't add anything else. You love him at this stage? Perfect. Okay. So for his little nose, guys, we are just going to go basically the same. We're going to do another little egg, but it gets bigger at the bottom. Oops. You love the imperfect creature. I love that. I love that. How's art going in general? Work has been crazy busy, to be honest. I did lose a lot of work because of COVID. I won't lie about that. But I've found opportunities in some other options, which is nice. Quarantine's easy for artists. We do this all the time, right? We're just home painting anyway, right? Okay. We are going to do another bean. And another bean. We're still using that really watery textured paint, you guys. Yeah, how about you? How's it going with you? And it's a normal thing for gamers, exactly. Look at that. Still using that watery paint or your pencils if you'd like. He kind of looks like a koala right now. Have you seen a panda in real life? Actually, here in Calgary, we do have a panda in the zoo, but it's sadder than seeing them in the wild. Okay. Guess what else we're doing is cutie little button nose. It's funny how people react about how they can't go outside. I know, but I'm kind of the same. That it was fine for me. I don't worry about staying home forever and ever and ever. But then when someone tells me I can't go outside, then I don't like it. Okay, guys, at the bottom of his little snout, we are going to draw one line for his nose. Yeah, there were a lot of people outside downtown yesterday. It was nice outside, so people want to get out. Howdy, Morphic. Welcome to the stream. I'll just make that a cute little triangle. Little pan, so cute. I know people love pandas. Okay. How are we feeling? I think that's pretty good. I think we're gonna start coloring some stuff, okay? We're probably gonna draw the crown. Maybe we should draw the crown now. Oh my gosh, Morphic, thank you for the prop. Appreciate you. Okay. Are we all ready to color in some bears? I'm excited for you first-timers to see your guys' paintings. Aw, loneliness with the unicorn, a Putin uni. We could totally do, actually, a Putin uni paint that. He is a little shy, modest panda. Okay, so let's do it. We are gonna keep out that blue, okay? Whatever blue that you were using. Oh, thanks, Valerie. You guys with the props. I appreciate it. Keep the blue you're still using if you want. You can use other blues, but I'm just gonna keep using the same blue. I'm gonna bring up the size of my paintbrush to like a medium. Look how bad my paintbrushes are, you guys. Whoops. The use of all blue in all my paintings is unique. I'm using this. This is my favorite blue, guys. It is I can't even pronounce it. Phthalocyanine blue. Let's see. That zoomed in. Come on. No? There we go. Phthalocyanine blue. Green shade. Important. I don't like the red shade. I only like the green shade. Okay. When you think there's only one blue? No, you guys. Look at all the blues that I have here. Get real. Okay. Fustiano blue. Yeah, there we go. Okay, guys. We're taking the blue, the darkest blue. We're not putting any white in it. We're not putting any black in it. We're just taking the blue straight out of the tube that you were using. And you don't want it to be super watery now. You want it to have a little more paint than water on your brush. So just do a couple dips of water. And spin your brush around so that you fill every bristle. And we are working dark to light, right? Guys, that's my favorite way. So we are going to fill in his little cutie blue ears. And I'm not doing it very preciously, guys. I'm just, what's my favorite word? Schlobbing the paint along. And we're gonna slob on some blue. I personally I made his hand a little big. Like I might paint white over the top of that instead. I'm gonna paint his arm a little bit smaller. We're gonna paint his little other bean blue. Now I know how men feel when women talk about a color. Yeah. Yeah, my boyfriend would say exactly, he gets that. He'll always be like, there's one red. And I'll be like, what red are you talking about? Okay. Check that out. Easy, right? Oh yeah, and his little blue eye beans are blue too. You can bow out the bottoms of your eye beans if you want. Hey, some people are colorblind too, and that blows my mind. I don't know how colorblind people see. It's hard for me to visualize that. Okay. Hey, that's how I feel about design. Because I was trained in design for school, so I'm an illustrator. I'm not really a fine artist like I do now. I was trained in design, so there's like composition, that's like logos, that's fonts, that's like all that type of stuff as well. So I can easily see good design. Like I know when design's good and I know when design's bad, but I physically can't make good design. Does that make sense? Like I can see when their logo's good, but can I design a good logo? No. What do you think about caffeine design? Oh, beautiful. And you know what's funny is because I, whatchamacallit? It made me laugh because when I came to caffeine and I had my little like two-toned colored profile picture, you guys see my profile picture? I had no idea that you guys did all of your pictures like that with your like people that work, your creators have those like two-toned photos. So when I put my photo back up in there, it looked like I just belonged already, you know? I just faked it till I maked it. Okay. We've got all of our blue spots blued out, or what? Fits perfectly from the beginning. If I fits, I sits, right? Okay. We are getting our white out, but we're basically still using blue. Oh, we're not ready? Okay, that's cool. I'm just going to get white out and I'll wait. Calling you to bed. Hey, no worries. We appreciate your presence anyway. Look, it says here I am complaining it's too early in the day, and here it is nighttime for you. Good night, darlingness. Good to see you. Okay. Are we still just bluing? Bluing our lives away? That picture in the top is super funny. Do we need that anymore, the drawing? I feel like we can get rid of it now, but Lisa, I see you sneaking in there. Is Daryl in here too? Nope. Okay. The drawing was super helpful. Okay, good to know. I can do that more often. It took me a second. Ready, Freddy. Okay, so people who've been here before are going to be used to this next step. We are taking just a touch of white and we're going to mix it in with the blue that we've been using, okay? But we don't want it to get too light. Here, I'll show you where I'm getting mine. And again, remember guys that your paint will always dry darker on your canvas than it looks on your easel palette. I always get palette and easel mixed up for some reason. If you are not using acrylic paint, sorry, I keep forgetting about people who aren't using acrylic paint. This step's a little bit different for you because if you can't paint white on top, so if you're like a pencil crayon or a watercolor or something, you probably won't do this step because you can't add white. You have to paint not paint to make it white. Does that make sense? So what I'm doing right now is we're going to take like a lighter blue than what we have here, and I'm going to paint all the spots that are going to be white. And then once that dries, we're going to go back over with acrylic white paint in those other spots to brighten up those spots. But without acrylic paint, you can't do that. So I would suggest that you would just paint dark blue in the spots that are shaded, which I will tell you as we go. But just a heads up, because I've noticed that I've left some of you, I've left some of the other mediums out to dry. Oh, thank you, Anything. Because I get so wound up in the acrylic that I forget about steps of others. Okay, so we've got a lighter blue, right? And it's okay, again, got a nice mixture of water and paint on your brush, not too dry, not too wet. And we are just gonna go into these spots that are going to be pure white. And at this stage, you can cover up some stuff like, oh, if your blue, like your dark blue got away on you a little bit, you can cover it up with the light blue. Remember that we're gonna put a crown up here, so some of your guys' white might not, or yellow might not go over a different color, so leave the top clear. And you're just gonna fill up these spots. Also, I know this is like the biggest tangent of all time. Sorry guys, my ADD's clicking. Valerie, I saw you say, did we see Rosie's Yoda? And yes, I posted it on my story because it is amazing. She is disgustingly talented. It's amazing. I had to say she was 6 because nobody believed me. Okay, and then I'm throwing you guys off a little bit, but remember how we drew this little bean? We are gonna just cut off the top of it because his fat belly is supposed to be there instead. He looks like a Care Bear right now. So cute. Also, I know because I taught you guys to just draw these as a bean. If you want to make them more panda shaped, you just cut in the side a little bit. And if you don't like that shape, you can go in with dark blue again later, but it's always easiest to start with the easiest shape, so a full circle, and then slowly cut away pieces to build it into the shape that you want. How's our cutie little blue pandas doing? He's looking pretty cute. There's also a couple brushes of light blue in his arms, okay? And remember when we talk about brush stroke, so the way that you lay the paint on the canvas really helps you define shape. So we can imagine that his little fur, we're going to be painting actual little strands of fur basically. So we are going to just do a couple hairy little strikes on his arm. It's okay if it looks crazy because we're going to go over it with other blues as well, but look at that. Just a couple little hairs. I feel like I'm going fast today. Sorry, y'all. And so I think it was Stacy was saying that one time you got too far behind to tell me to slow down, but no, just write slow. And then I'll know. I'll slow down, I swear. Okay. I'm just doing some cutie little hair swipes. It's because your keyboard's in the other room. Oh, so you just ran to the other room to just say that to me. My apologies. Okay, so that's different. I was just like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Her keyboard's in the other room, so it's a journey to say slow. Yoda was the death of me. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. But one thing that I will say publicly, because a lot of people message me, I would suggest, if you haven't done the Yoda yet, or even if you have once, do it once casually, like even with just a pencil or whatever. Try it casually and then go at it again, and it'll go a lot smoother for you, I promise. I think Cassie, I feel like you sent me a picture, but I haven't seen it yet. Because the second time you do it, you'll be more knowledgeable of the outcome of the process. It'll get easier from there on out. So I suggest doing Yoda a couple times. You send me photos? Okay, cool. I will check it. We can even check it on here if you want. All right. Oh, guys, I forgot something. And it's okay if you did too. Well, you obviously did because I didn't tell you to do it. Not a big deal. Just color in his little nose with the dark blue that we were using from the beginning. You love doing the Yoda. You did a second one right after. See, look at that. And it's so funny because I got messages from people saying that Yoda was the hardest they've ever done. But then at the same time, some people messaged me saying that Yoda was easier than the bee. And I thought the bee was really easy. So that was confusing to me. Okay, have I been getting some pictures sent in or what? Let's see. Okay, perfection. Look at that. I didn't have a second to bring it on the computer yet. Okay, guys, are we ready to move on a touch? Because we're going to go to pure white. It's totally okay if this light blue is a little bit wet. Mine's pretty dry. It's okay if it's... Julia's ready. Cool. It's okay if it's a little wet. Let's see what I got here. I'm going to use a little... Almost. Okay. Oh, hi, Jess. Great, great. Okay. We're grabbing white, y'all. Medium brush. Whoop. Get your paintbrush wet. And we're going straight into just white. Okay? And we are just going to remember being conscious about where you put, how you lay your brush strokes. So we can start in the middle of his little nose. I'm just gonna start, see, brushing it on little hairs. So my paintbrush is not too wet. It's relatively dry to get that dry brush look on there. And it's okay if some of the blue underneath pops through or blends in with your white right now. Adds a little bit of variety and some color. So people who aren't acrylicing, if you're watercoloring or pencil crayoning, the color where I'm not putting the white is where you will be putting the darker blue, because that's where your shading will go. Okay. I have to wait for a tad more drying time. Okay, no worries. It's okay if a bunch of you have to do that. I just want to show you. See how this is where my blue is still wet, so it's kind of cool. You can blend it to make a lighter blue on your palette if you want, or on your easel if you wanted to. And you can let that dry and go over again too if you want. But you're right, if it's too wet, that it will be a disaster. But no worries, guys. If you're not at the same speed as me, I'll do it and then wait for the rest of ya. But again, not much water on my brush. We're using more of the dry brush effect. Okay, cool. I will show the Baby Yoda 1 and 2 comparison. It'll prove the point I was trying to make, so that's nice. Okay, I'm just going under his nose. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of that blue on the bottom. And what about that cute little belly? Oh, hello, John Wick. The very pretty white lady. Hey, I'll take it. Welcome back to the stream. I know, it feels like I was just here. Okay, guys, when it comes to his cute little belly, we're gonna kind of do, I don't know how to explain it, a little spiral effect, okay? Panda, panda, panda. Because he has such a cute little belly. Just kind of spinning his hair around in this one little circle spot. I made my panda's head ginormous, and I'm okay with it. We're going to be doing a lot, like another layer of white. Again, not the last part, so it's okay if there is some, like if it's not showing up huge, if there's still some blue popping through, beautiful. That's cool. See how I still haven't even put my paintbrush in water yet? It is still just dry brushing away over here. And I've just left a void under his mouth. Not a big deal if you already painted white there, but that's an option. We can paint around that if you've already painted white over top of it, but you like when people love doing what they love. You can see the passion in it. Thank you. I do. I always call myself a painter for the people because I love painting for people. Okay. Are we painting those fuzzy pandas, guys? How's it going? Except for Stacy and Adam, don't tell me how it's going, because then you have to leave. I'm just slobbing on some fur for fun now. It's not really. I'm just waiting until I get some go-aheads. Chicken Ladies got the thumbs up. Your username makes me laugh every time. Chicken Lady! Thank you! Okay. The purest white is on his little nose right here, so I'm just doing another white line. The George Costanza of painting, like his human fun, money for the people. Hey, I love that. You guys are just pumping my tires today. The George Costanza of painting. I'll take that over Barb Ross. Anytime. Have you guys seen my George Costanza print? I just sold one on Etsy the other day. Let me find it. Where are you at, Costanza? I thought I had more, maybe I don't. Oh, there he is. I actually painted this on a live stream on Caffeine one day. I asked the viewers what I should paint, and it was between a cheetah and George Costanza, so then I just did both together as one. And it's one of my favorite prints I've ever made. Well, paintings. Someone out there has the original painting. Someone that was painting on Yoda has the original, I'm pretty sure. Are you out there? I sold it at the Under 100 show here in Calgary. Okay. Next. It's funny, guys, not to keep bringing up that the daytime is weird, but I usually physically can't paint during the day, so we'll see how this turns out. My brain just doesn't work like this. Do I sell my paintings? I'm a full-time artist. It's my full-time job, so I paint paintings for people. People buy paintings that I paint. I sell prints. I sell it all. Yeah. I even have paintings literally in my house with price tags on them for friends. If you go to the bathroom, maybe you like that painting, go for it. Okay, do you see that funny little, it's like he has like a cow lick in his belly. It's so cute. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I don't think it should have a circle in there. Let's just put it in there. Okay. Yeah, how's our cuties? The melt effect look. Thank you. Gotta love a good drip in there. Okay. What should we do before we move to... Should we paint a crown quick or what? Okay, if you have yellow, if you have gold, I'm using yellow just because I assume most people don't have gold, but whatever color you wish. One thing I would suggest is probably changing out your water because the blue will muck up your yellow very quickly. Julia, he's so cute! I love that. Julia has found a new calling in painting. She does, what are they called? Silks. You guys know silks? I know I'm gonna butcher it right now, so I apologize in advance, but it's like acrobats on like two silks. She's very talented and very flexible, but now she's putting her creative juices to something else, and I like it. My cousin's coming for my job. Okay, we are grabbing whatever, just another little one if you want. And we're gonna get that yellow. My yellow is very, I keep saying it every stream, I keep forgetting until I bring it up. My yellow is very crappy. Okay, again, we're kind of just doing a really rough outline so you can have your paint very watery. You can use a pencil, but the pencil is very dangerous because this is yellow and it'll for sure show through the yellow. Okay, we're painting a little crown. On the picture, his is a little crooked. You can make it straight and whatever you wish. But this first line that we are laying down is the line that's going to be on his forehead, okay? And I'm going to go over his head a touch. Just... line. Okay? And it's literally, oh, I guess we were doing, I guess there's outline on him then. Hey, come back. So we're literally just making a rectangle. We're matching up that bottom line. And also, some people might not want to make a King Panda. You don't have to paint a crown if you don't want to. You can cut this part out. Alright. You're going to pick about the rough middle, and you're just going to make a line. Boop. And on the outside ones, you're going to have lines, but they're going to curve out like a touch. Not straight out, just a little bit bowed. I keep because when I do this with you guys, I'm painting it from the side and I'm already cross-eyed, so my depth is so messed up anyway. All the paintings for you are turning out wide. Like my Yoda was wide. So was my panda. Super cute, chubby little guys. I'm going for it. It does. You know what? Someone earlier was saying it looks like they're like shy and hiding a smile, but looking like he farted and is putting an oh my pose on is better. That's funny. Okay. And to make that cool crown look, I don't know if this is difficult or not, but we're still using like that watery paint with our little paintbrush. And you're gonna go from the top of the outside stick and you're gonna bow down and come right back up. We're okay with me doing it again? We're gonna stop at the start, we're gonna bow down and come right back up. Whoop. Oh my gosh, he's flailing away on us. Okay. And then we're still using the watery down paint. Guys, this one's important for it to be watered down because it is in the distance. The little back spikes, we want to show that they're farther in space. We're going to do it with very watered down paint, but you're going to go in the middle of that bow and you're going to put 2 more little triangles. It's okay if your paint's not super watery. I'm sadly not a painter. I'm more of a colored pencil, pen, Sharpies, cartoon. Hey, that's art too. That's how I started. I was a doodler and a sketcher. And then I found out that I could use one brush stroke and just go and shade a whole arm instead of me having to go with pencil. And the laziness in me just ditched pencils for good. Not for good, that's a lie. I do love drawing still, but painting is just makes things go a little easier. All right, guys, and then we are just gonna put circles on top of each of the little spikes. 1, 2, 3. And then on the back too, I forgot. Oops, my paint's a little thick on there. Your hand be half shaded too, literally exactly with graphite. That's like oil pastels and stuff too. Can't handle it. Not oil pastel, any pastel. Chalks. I can have paint all over my hand, but dust, I just can't do it. Okay, then just color in that crown. Fully, all the spots. As you can see, like, my head is popping through my yellow, because yellow is not very strong. Sometimes if you put pure white with a touch of yellow, the white kind of builds up the opacity. Usually, see, that's a little bit better coverage with the white yellow. Okay. This one might be a little bit of a quicker one. Okay, we are going to black and blue now, guys. It's okay if you're still working on the crown, but just so you guys know, I'm taking out some black with the original dark blue that we've been using. And then I'll show some other pictures while you guys finish up the crowns. The crown's kind of hard to see. I'll leave that picture up there. Okay. We're taking out black. Oh, just kidding. We're showing everybody pictures. That's what we're doing. Okay, the first one's adorable already. Okay, let's see what we've got. Look at that cutie. Oh, come on. Come back, come back. We ready to see a bunch of them? Okay, adorable. Loving the blues. Cute. Oh, look at that little guy. Oh, look at that belly. Loving the swirly belly. Let's see what we got here. Oh, sorry. You're not. Different one. Ah! Oh my gosh, they're cute. They are all so cute. What else we got? Let's see Hayden's. Killing it, Hayden. Your crown's the cherry on top. Hey, that's the best part. Did you send me a picture of yours? Okay. Oops. That's just like how Stacy didn't like her Yoda. Didn't like her baby Yoda until she painted a mouth. Sometimes there's just a little detail that just brings the painting to life. Okay. So, back to black, you guys. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Black is very powerful. Be careful with it. It will overpower and muddy and gross up colors in a second, okay? So real color theory, which we aren't gonna do because it took like 2 years of school. Traditionally, you are supposed to mix your colors with the opposite color on the color wheel to darken it. You're not supposed to put black in it. You're supposed to, like, for example, the opposite of blue is orange. So if you mix pure orange in with pure blue, it will slowly darken the color. Just in case there's people out there that want to know real ways of doing it. But that you have to like mix the exact perfect color to get that. So the cheap and easy way, which I still even do in my practice sometimes, is put like the tiniest touch of black in the universe and slowly start adding black. Like you go into your pile of blue and you will just take tiny touches of black to feel out the sorry, my brain just went for a second. Put tiny colors of black in there to make a nice, like, dark navy. It's probably going to just look black to you guys. Maybe if I... Does that look blue? Kind of, right? A little bit kind of navy. And I'm using a little brush. Oh gosh, I'm off the chain here. A little brush, okay? Oh look, see, you can see it's blue. I wiped it off and it was blue. Okay. You don't want too watery, you don't want too thick. A nice dip your brush a couple times. Get all your bristles wet, yada yada yada. And we are going to be doing the same kind of brush strokes, but we're kind of making an outline with this dark color. So I am, instead of just like doing a exact, like, you know, when you do an outline, I would just keep leaving my full hand the whole way around. I'm just gonna go like this. Do you see how I'm just making like little strokes along the line? Right? Does that make sense? You can even make his arms like this way. You can shape things better if you didn't like the shape you did originally. And for some of you guys, just because I've been asked many times to keep doing the thickness to thinness lesson, so it's very important. Okay, making outlines. You don't want your paint to be too watery, but you don't want it to be too thick either. Nice mixture. If you press very lightly on the paintbrush, you'll see that I'm using just the tip of the brush, right? Just the tip is doing a very nice light line. But if I press with full pressure on the paintbrush, it is using the whole surface area of the brush. And you see how those are made with the same paintbrush, but with little pressure and big pressure. So, when you want to make little lines, don't press too hard. You can use your pinky to hold your hand up if you need to, but little tiny light strokes is how we get those small lines, okay? And we're going to fill up the bottom. How's that? It's funny because I always teach you guys about like light and where's the light coming from and to shade from the right direction, but this panda doesn't have, he's more lit from the front, so there's not really light to dark sides. It's more middle to outside, but we're going for it, okay? Under his cutie little chin, we're gonna bring this dark color down a bit, okay? Okay. If you want to just outline it too, guys, you can just outline it instead of doing these little brush strokies. They're little hair lines, but these kind of make them look a little more fluffy if you want to go for the fluffy look. Like you can make it fluff out the sides if you want. I'm gonna just give him a very big shoulder, but if the color looks muddy, that just means you put too much black in it. You can either try to save it by adding more blue to your concoction, but sometimes it's safer to just like remix and start over. Wow, he's very... My depth perception is just out for lunch. Okay. Whoop. And his cutie leg too, of course. Okay. I'm just bringing this line down a little bit. We are kind of hiding most of his legs by a cloud, so it's not really a big deal if you don't finalize any shapes at the bottom here. We're putting clouds. basically pure black I just put in there by accident. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just dropped my paintbrush. Okay. How's our dark fluffy hairs coming along? We're also gonna darken up the top of his nose. Just the top line. And same with his little eyeballs. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. Whoa. Whoa. And just, wow, that's just black. Where's my blue at? I feel like the pen is a little blown out for you guys, but what can you do? Okay. In his little ears, you're just going to darken up the inside ring. Oh, guys, there's a lot of you sending me pictures. And even at this stage, like, remember how I was saying if you want to fix a shape, like, oh, maybe you don't like how his eye shape is, you can literally do it again. Let's just see. Maybe you want it to be a little more bowed on that side. There's never a mistake. If your paint dries, you can usually paint over it, manipulate it, change it. Okay. I forgot to put some lighter colors in his ears, but that's okay. We'll come back to that. Alright. I'm going to let you guys fill in your bears like that a little more. Let's look at some examples. Look at that. Cutie! Oh my god, the crown is so good too. Yes! King Panda. How are you guys feeling about the King Panda compared to the Yoda? Oh my gosh, look at that texture on that belly. Look at them all! You guys are doing a great job already. Aw, thanks for the wave. Oh, this one's cutie little purpley. Wow, you guys are nailing it. Oh my gosh, look at that little cutie. Nailing it. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, she's just so cute. Like the crown. Can you bring yours to the camera for a close-up? The killers. Oh my gosh, let's just... Okay. I just feel like the light is just bright on everything. So if you're like worried and think that these look chunky and weird right now, it's totally okay because we're going to go in with blue again and kind of blend these spaces together. Okay. Woo! You're number one. Thanks so much. Okay. I think that means we're ready to continue. So, we're going to paint a little mouth. It's going to be the easiest mouth you've ever painted in your life. Okay? So everyone's different, obviously, but we are going to acknowledge where your little triangle nose is, right? Where the tip of his nose is. You're going to come down to that little white line that you made. Right? So like, wow, this music is crazy. See that little dot I made? This might not even be right in the middle, but whatever. I'm still using that blacky blue we've been using before. And you're just going to make a line down. And if you have more space on this side, it'll make a little bit more sense, but this line will come down too. Because we're making like his little mouth hole. Do you see what I mean? I kind of drew it a little small, but... And they're going to come from the bottom of his nose, his eye. You're going to round out these two spots. Whoop. Again, mine's lopsided, but... See, I just like wet a rag, or a t-shirt or a towel or whatever you want. Paper towel even. And I could literally just wipe away my mistakes. Okay. We've got a nose, we've got the point of the nose, that's where his little cute mouth hole goes. Still using that blue-black. You're just gonna draw a line straight down. And close it off. And then just cup off the bottom. Do you see there? We drew a line. We made a line to cut it off and then curved the bottom. And now he's like, right? It's okay if it's blue in his mouth. It's okay if you covered a lot of his mouth. I know there's somebody out there that was asking if I could teach how to put something in his hand. And I'm thinking that maybe at the end we can sneak something in there. We'll see how she goes. Okay. How's that mouth? That open mouth. He looks like Scream right now, or whatever, that scary movie. Okay. Okay. Now, I guess while we have these little brushes out, we're still using a little brush, we still have that blue-black, on the brush. Instead of outline on this guy, we're literally just going to lightly draw in some fluff around the outskirts. Remember, we're going from the inside to the outside in the same motion. Just to add to some fluffy fantasy we've got going on here. Remember, guys, don't push too hard on your paintbrushes. Nice and light. If you want to practice on that extra piece of paper, practice. Go for it. Beep, beep, beep. Look at that little fluff ball. Boop, boop. Okay. We're still using that little brush. We're still using the black and blue concoction. Hello, Deanna Obindinsky. Cute pandas. Thank you. Can't go wrong with a panda, am I right? Okay, guys. We are gonna go up to our cutie little panda's crown. Little brush, we're using little pressure, and this is really up to you, whatever you want to do. We can either draw little circles, you can trace little circles, or you could literally just do a blob if you want to. Like, you could color in the blue if you want to, instead of making a circle if a circle stresses you out. Whatever you want. Remember, if your paint isn't pulling nice on the canvas, that just means that there's probably not enough water on your brush. I am just like stabbing myself with paint everywhere today. Right? You can even like make a little tiny spot in the line. Like, it doesn't have to be anything precious or special because we're trying to show like a diamond or something up there. We're gonna go in with some white paint anyway. And just like a line underneath them. We're just being decorative here. You don't have to draw gems. Hello, Perry boy. Good to see you. Surprise, I'm here on a Saturday. Who am I? But we're just kind of painting some decorative things on the top there. We're going to just full on out circle these little blobs too, if you want. Again, if you don't want to, don't have to. Just, I feel like probably like mine, your yellow might not be showing up super well, so maybe the outline might help. I just kept using the blue and black because I think it looks nicer. You can use just black if you want. The one thing you just have to remember when you are doing the crown is that loop that we did with the yellow, the whoop, we're going to be tracing that completely, going over top the back spikes on our crown because we're trying to show, oh, I just made that green. We're trying to show that they're in the back. So when you put an outline in front of it, it places something in the back. And I'm not even going to paint an outline around the back ones. Just got some yellow in there. I mean, some blue in my yellow. So I'm just using a wet, no paint on it, just water on a paintbrush, and I just rubbed the spot where the paint was and then dabbed it off. Wow, my crown is an interesting shape. Okay, you can ignore me here. I'm just gonna try to fix this spot. And what time is it? 3:14, okay. Guys, my music's crazy today. Sorry. I just am not happy with this line, so I just drew a bunch of little lines on there to try to make me feel better about it, but don't feel like you guys have to. Sometimes I mess up too, okay? Maybe a line there will look nice too. Who knows? You can also let things dry to paint over it after. That's my rule, and I'm just not listening to that right now. Still looks amazing. Thanks, John. Just have you here for moral support. Okay. What are we doing next? I think we're gonna do his little black eyeballs. And it's probably, again, gonna be one of the easiest steps of the day. we're going to take that little paintbrush. We're going to go into our black. Not too much water. We want it to go in pretty thick. And in the top part of our little eye beans, you're just going to literally draw a circle. Just 2 little circles. You can't even see them yet, probably. The white highlights are going to be what make those eyes super cute. But right now we're just putting 2 pure black little spots in there until that time comes. Okay. Now we're going to start the clouds, you guys. It might feel crazy. Because more than once people have told me that they hate clouds. So I apologize in advance. Oh, you need a minute. Okay, that's cool. You guys do that. You keep going. While I fix this top part that I hate. No worries at all, guys. I'm just... When not as many people are talking, I feel like I just keep going. So, if you tell me to stop, no worries. Just fixing that line here. See, guys, white paint literally is just white out. It's the best. You be moving. And I'm just cruising. Because I'm a very fast painter. So it's harder for me to slow down if I don't have anyone telling me to pull the ropes in, Taylor. For us doing the clouds, though, we're going to be using pink or red and white. Or whatever color you want your cloud to be. My go-to acrylic paint pen. Happy you asked. They're called Molotov paint markers. Come to me so I can show everybody. They come in like any color. I use black and white for sure on every single painting that I do. They are refillable. Oh, I just lost the nib. The nibs are changeable, so if your nib runs out or gets like fuzzy, you can get new ones. You can get big ones that have like big huge squares on them. You can get little baby ones for oh, I lost the tip of this one. They're very used, obviously. Little tiny tipped ones. Molotov paint markers, you guys. Everybody should get them. They're the best. I outline with them. I do little details with them. When I'm lazy and don't want to mix colors, that is the saver. Somebody was asking about how long this would take me. Not very long. I'm not supposed to tell people how long paintings take. But because people don't understand that art actually shouldn't be by the hour, but priced by the hour. But I don't know. I could probably knock her out in an hour. Don't look at the camera. I see you. Just kidding, I can't, guys. I'm by myself in this room. Okay. Ignore me, I'm just fixing that yellow that I erased. Just touching that up, attach. Oh, cool, I've been putting my blue in my yellow water. Okay, guys, give me a minute break. I just gotta be right back. I'm gonna grab a change of water. And you finish off that, what were we doing last? The black eyeballs. And then we're gonna do the clouds with pink, okay? got my yellow water blue. That doesn't help anyone. Who's asking about eyes are too small? Yeah. I don't think they look too small. You can easily make them bigger if you want, but I don't think they're too small. That's a completely personal choice. Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of you in my requests that I missed. Okay. We're gonna do some clouds, guys. So the point with this is we kind of want our paint thick and we kind of want it wet so that we can work wet on the canvas to make these like fluffy blends, okay? But as usual, we are gonna start with the darkest. We're gonna look dark to light. So whether you are doing red and white, whether you're doing pink, whatever, I'm just gonna grab straight pink out of my tube. You are going to just make sure, again, every bristle, wet paint, yada, yada, yada. And we are going to literally spin your paintbrush, come as close as you can to the panda as you want. In these fun swirlies, it kind of goes over his bottom leg, so it's totally okay if you go over at the bottom there. Oh, sorry. We're using a medium to large paintbrush. It also depends what type of canvas you're using as well. If you're using a smaller canvas, you might think that some of the brushes that I'm using are too big for what you're doing, and that is totally fine. But I'm still just going this spinny technique here. And now it's very important, we want our paint to still be wet. So we're gonna go, even with this pinky paintbrush, we're gonna go right into white, okay? We're gonna do a couple swipes, and then you are just gonna go right into that color that you just used. And you're gonna do the same motion, but you're just gonna do the top half, if that makes sense. So see how I'm leaving the pink by itself at the bottom? I'm not gonna touch that because I want to keep some dark in there. And then keep going back and grabbing some pure white with your messy paintbrush. And slob it on, guys. You want to mix in a little bit with the paint underneath it. It doesn't look super pretty at the moment. The more you work your paintbrush in there, the darker pink your white's going to turn. So then you might have to wipe some off and go back into your pure white. And it always does help to stay in this like spinny technique. Look, brush stroke. I don't know what the right word is. And it's okay if your pink is blending into that white because we're going to wait. After everything's dry, we're going to go back in again with pure white. Let me know if this is driving anyone crazy. It's important to know. It's an interesting technique. You have to kind of let go of being perfect, okay? And so I'm going to go in with a dry, clean paintbrush exactly to where we were before. And you can kind of mix in those colors together with your dry paintbrush. And make that fluffy texture. So we're bringing the cloud in front and over top of his body in the front half because it's in front of him. But the ones in the back, you don't want to overlap because then it wouldn't make sense. That's something that's supposed to be behind him is covering up the front of him. And it is also totally okay if you paint over those little pieces that you're gonna paint over him because we're gonna one more time kind of go over those layers together. Okay, I'm taking your silence with nervousness. And you can just keep going in. Like, this is to me such a fun part by just playing with a bunch of wet paint and getting cool textures together. You love this? Okay, amazing. That is great to hear. The only thing you just want to keep in mind is, again, with value, you just want there to be some light and some dark. So here we're going with the lighter colors on the very top, but having the darker on the bottom. Because if it's all one singular color, then it will look really flat. And here, I'm just gonna... See, when you look at it close, it's literally just a bunch of brush strokes on top of one another. You can use littler brushes if you want. And I truthfully just did that until I was happy with it on the original one. But these clouds are obviously very, very pink right now. But we're going to go in and cover up a lot of it with pure white in a bit. But I'm going to leave it about here. I'm assuming people are going to need some time with this part. You're also going to bring some of that pink just into his mouth. What is this song? Get in there. Some pink in his mouth. You're back! I stumbled into this the other night and now completely impressed. Well, thanks for coming back. Yeah, we're painting a panda today. Pretty cute. I appreciate you coming back too. I did purple clouds. Guess he'll have a purple mouth. Oh, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe he was eating Pop Rocks or something. Who knows? Baby Yoda. Yes. There's a lot of good ones that came out too. Did I post them on my Instagram? Yes, I posted the time lapse and a bunch of people's pictures on my Insta, which is down here. Yeah, right there. Boop. Okay. Drinking grape juice. Yeah, there you go. My brain went to candy for some reason. Okay. Hello, Bullseye. Yo, yo, yo. How you doing? We're painting a panda. Okay, good, thank you. I'm doing great. Paint nights are the best time of the week, right, guys? Your clouds are yuck. Okay, what is yuck about them? Are they muddy feeling? They're not fully done yet, so, like, mine are kind of yuck right now, too, if you look at it. Okay, our next step, we're gonna need blue and white. It's okay if you're not ready. Not sure, here, send me a picture and we'll see if we can do something with that. Oh my gosh, Morgan, your clouds are beautiful. Let me see here. Let's see. You can't paint? I beg to differ. If you came to paint nights or follow any of my paintings on YouTube, I promise that you'll learn how to paint at some point. Oh no, I think I just think you have to let it dry I just think you need more white. I don't think they're yuck. You might just have to let it dry a touch, and then add the white, but I think it looks great. Look at that fluffy panda! Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. Oh, this panda's is playing with blocks. Ooh, nice clouds. Yeah, Valerie, I would say just more white. Ooh, look at those fluffy clouds too. Beautiful. Oh, they're all so cute. What do we got here? Oh, that one's disappearing. He's looking super cute before we got to the disappearing photo, though. Ah. Perfect. Okay, yes, some people slowly but surely, like, if you can't paint, if you have to paint slower and you have to pick out a little bit more, don't worry about it. That is, oh my gosh, totally okay. I just want to go quick because I want to do it in the 2-hour span. Oh, Becca, people are sending me pictures through DMs. Send me a DM. Some people send me pictures the next day after they paint on them for a bit. Instagram DM, exactly. Exactly. Thanks, Tanya. Yes, slide into those DMs, girl. Okay. Guys, we're gonna paint the background and we're doing something very Tay-esque that I've never brought to you before. So if you don't have an easel, it's not the end of the world. You can hold it if you want, but we're gonna paint upside down, okay? This is how I paint a lot of my backgrounds. We are going to get, I just brought my blue water out here. You're gonna get a big brush. And you are going to make a light blue. You can use the same blue that you're using in your Panda. If you have like a lighter blue tube that you want to use, go for it. I am just going to mix a bunch of white with that blue. And we're going back to our chocolate milky consistency, our watered down paint, okay? It's gonna feel crazy, but this is how I paint all the time, okay? So with your light blue concoction, we're literally just going to, oops, mine's fill up. And you can do the same cloudy, you can spin your paintbrush like you did with the clouds to put pigment everywhere, up to and close to. But then as you can see, it'll start dripping upside down and it gives it just a super cool look, in my opinion. What about the blue and the clouds? There's a lot of stuff coming, don't worry. Okay, so I'm just spinning this like chocolate milky paint. You just let some parts drip down. You can bring the paint as close to the edge as you want. But I'm painting for about like an inch to the end so that there's space for those like drips to go down. And again, if you're a clean painter and you don't want to do this and you just want to paint it flush blue, please go for it. This is just to show you how I do my backgrounds. Tasty Tulip! Happy Saturday is right. You're way late. Hey, it's okay. It was hard for me to make a 2 o'clock one too. It'll be on YouTube tonight. Let's see. How are these like cool drippy backgrounds going? You too. See you next time. I'm just sloshing paint around, guys. Okay. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. Oh my gosh, guys. It's a disaster over here. Okay. Some of you don't turn it over yet. It might be too soon to spin it over, but with a wet rag, you can kind of wipe away any little weirdos that you don't like. Yeah, there you go. And like this will all dry a little bit different than it looks here because it's quite watery, but... Oh, Kenzie! Hey girl, hey. We're just painting Cutie King Panda. How you doing? There's an elephant. Yes, that back there, that is an elephant that I painted a couple weeks ago. I miss you too. How you doing? I just saw your post about your pool. And you know what's really funny, guys, is that I went on telling you always that your paint will dry darker than it is on your palette. But when you do it really watery like this, it will totally dry lighter. What is my schedule? I stream every Tuesday, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So today is a one-off. It never happens. I'm usually not a weekend gal. I am working. So Saturday, Sunday, 8 p.m. MDT. Just gonna spin some of this around while I wait for you guys. It's weird seeing me in the daylight. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm like, like the lighting in here is so weird. It was truthfully hard for me to be here on time. I won't lie, you guys. I was up till like 6 a.m. So, you're gonna check out what MDT? Okay. Or how about here? It's 3:38 p.m. right now, where I am. Oh, Justin just snuck in here too. Okay. How are weird backgrounds coming, you guys? Are you feeling like a Taytayski or what? It's 10:39 p.m. Right, because you're in the UK. Oh my gosh. Thanks for staying up late. Oh, that means that the other ones are hard for you guys to make, I guess. Hey? Or no? What time would it be for us then? The angel sent from above. It is. I don't know. He hasn't made a voice yet, so... Justin, can you hear me? Last one was at 2 a.m. Yeah. Ah, sorry. At least we got the YouTube video. Same for you, Bullseye. I have the same username as here on YouTube has all of these recordings. Okay, guys, I am still gonna go into that blue and white concoction we made, but I'm just gonna add a little more paint and a little less water. It's always gonna feel so redundant that we just go over the same lines all the time, but I'm telling you that layers just make paintings feel complete, okay? So, if you are still in your background and I'm stressing you out, say aye, but if not, we'll keep going. I probably shouldn't use this big brush, that'll be confusing to you guys. Let's use... a medium to small size brush. And we are just gonna do some more little last highlights in our panda. Like a little line on the ear. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Do I sell my paintings? Yes, I am a full-time artist. I paint by commission most of the time, so people order paintings off me, which is deceiving me to say because my books are closed at the moment. And I sell prints and whatever, paintings that I do on my own. How much are they? That's a loaded question. They range. Original paintings are between $200 to infinity, really. It matters how big you want. My average is probably 18 by 24 for 650 bucks. But prints I sell for like 20, 30 bucks. Okay, we still have this light blue, and we are just gonna add some little, we're going back to that cute little brush strokey to make some little furs. And you are going to, so in case some of you have this dark blue at the bottom, that's maybe it's a little bit sharp. We're adding now just blue that's a little bit lighter than the blue we had there before to kind of blend it in. Does that make sense? Can you see that? What is a print? A print is a photograph of an original painting. That's okay. Hey, that's what we're here for. A print is a photograph of an original painting. Actually, you can see up here. So I painted this panda on a big canvas, and then I took a photograph of it, and then I printed it on a digital, on a photo paper, basically. It's like a glossy cardstock. And then I sell prints of them, a bunch of those, for 20, 30 bucks. I think I have, like this is a print. So you have to frame it. So they're cheaper because they're not one of a kinds, right? But then a lot more people can have them, which is cool. Okay, with this blue, we are going to just still add some more little fluffy hairs just to blend him in together. And a little under his cutie nose. It almost will, if it looks like a mustache, it's too dark. You can even do a couple little white lines if you want in his paws, right over top that dark blue we did. For your birthday, you might get one. Amazing. My store is on Etsy. That's super cool if you'd like it. Treat yourself on your birthday to a Taytayski print. Can't complain. But for everyone new here, Instagram is the best way to follow around on my day-to-day. I post on my stories a lot. That's how a lot of you found me. Okay. Oh, not a print, a painting. You send me a line. My waitlist is quite long at the moment. Okay. What are we gonna do? I think we are going to. Are our clouds dry, everybody? If our clouds are dry, we're gonna move on to pure white again. And if your clouds aren't dry, actually, we can always blow dry your paint. You can always literally blow at your paint. You can always fan at your paint. Whatever you want. We're going into pure white with a little baby brush. And remember we were talking about before about pressure. If you want to make a very little line, don't put too much pressure. You want a little water in there. So we are just going to do literally a little dot in that black eye. Oh, he's already so cute. One little dot in both eyes. Beep. Supporting the creator. Hey, I appreciate that. Justin, thank you. Means the world, you guys. I'm glad that you enjoy them as much as I do. Okay. And then his nose is super cute. You're going to do just one little white line across. Okay, see you in a sec, bullseye. And one little line straight down the middle. A T. A T for Tay in his little nose, okay? are going to make a little white dot under here because of his cute little tooth. All we have to do is make a white spot. And a white line behind it. Look at that. Panda mouth. Oh my gosh, I'm getting paint all over me today. And then for our diamonds on the top of our crowns, we're literally going to put little white spots inside of them. No rhyme or reason, really. Ow, I keep punching my glasses. You can outline the little white on the outside if you want. Even these top ones, you can put little white spots. What else we got here? A little white line in the top of his ear, kind of where we were putting that light blue already. A little highlight spot. And if there's some parts of your panda right now that are darker than you'd like in his white spots, take this time to use your pure white to fill those spots in. If you feel like he's too brushy, you can cover it up. If you like the brushy, don't cover it up, because brushy's great. But if you feel like he's maybe blending into your background, like maybe your background color is a little bit too close to the color of your panda, then I would whiten him up a little bit more. See what I'm saying? You made it back. Welcome back. You can put some tufts over his ears if you want. Cutie. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then when it comes to the eyes, I skipped this at the start because you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Because just the black eye, thank you. If just the black eye with a little spot looks cute, don't worry about it. But if you want, you can do one little small line at the top and one little small line at the bottom to give him kind of eyelids. So I guess he's like more cartoony on this side and a little bit more detailed if you give him the top and the bottom line. Whatever you want. Guys, why can't I paint during the daytime? Can somebody tell me what's wrong? Okay. Why is he eating his hand? It's a good question. I don't know. Some says he might have just farted and he's going, oh my. Or some says he's really shy and he's going, eh. We don't know. Or now maybe he's eating his hand. That's a good suggestion. Okay. We've still got our white out, and I am literally just going to do a little white line down. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Yeah, do it. Just to show the definition of his little arm crease. Yeah, he's eating a little small piece of bamboo. That's a good idea, too. Okay, are we ready to make our clouds more white? It's kind of our last step. Ooh, Julia's got a good idea too. Maybe he's sucking his thumb. That is also an option. Okay. We still have our pure white, but you can get a bigger brush out than what we were using before. You always thought he was laughing heartily. Hey, that's oh, that's cute. He could be laughing. What's funny is that when I originally drew him out, he actually had a staff in his hand, like a king staff. Is what I planned. Then as I went, I didn't like that, so I took it out. Okay, we are going in with a wet big paintbrush right into our pure white, but a little bit more water than paint. You want it to be a little liquidy, and we're going back on that onto that cloud. He's hiding his broken tooth. You guys, look at all these ideas we have. There you go. Okay, I'm going in with white paint. I like hiding his broken tooth. That's a good one. But since it's wet, it should be a little translucent, okay? So you can still see the pink underneath, but you don't want, not that you don't want, it's just kind of bumping down how pink our clouds were. We kind of want them to be more white, but if you see that when I use a lot of paint on my brush and kind of work it, can you see? Can't see on there as well, but it is a little bit more translucent, and you can kind of play around with your values a little bit. He's a dog having a bath. Oh yeah, these could be bubbles as well. It doesn't have to be a cloud. But again, try to stay more to the top of your shape and leave the pink at the bottom. Every time we add a layer, we want to leave a little bit of the layer we did before untouched. I thought it was closed because of the blue. I thought it was like a detergent. That's funny. He's just in the sky. Does that feel a little bit better? And remember a tip from another one that I've taught before is that you can, with a clean paintbrush, like no paint on it, there's paint on that, you can bring just water, like go into water and come onto your canvas, and you can literally like rework paint that you already have on there with just water, and you can wipe it away if you need. Looks really good. Thanks. I'm excited to see everybody else's King Pandas. Oh my gosh! Thanks for the uni! Another Putin uni! Thanks, Chuck. Chuck Fu 5? Oh my gosh. Doubling it up. I appreciate the props, you guys. Yeah. You would be your dad. Oh, you guys, you don't have to. This is a free service. If you can't or don't want to pay, you don't have to. It's not expected. It is a lovely treat, surprise for me. Hello, Cosmic Summers. Okay, guys, see here, like, I feel like I kind of missed a spot of pink. Like, I'm just gonna put some dark pink there. And just work in some pure white just to fill in that spot because I felt like it was a little empty over there. Okay. My ears are so itchy. Okay. We're gonna splatter a little bit, you guys. So at this point, it's completely up to you if you want to hide your bear with like a piece of paper or a rag or something. Like you can hide him while we splatter, because we're just trying to put some splatter in the background, and it can be on the clouds a little bit too. I'm okay if it gets on my panda bear. Not a big deal to me, but some people it might be, okay? Let me see. For those of you who are new to the splatter game, be careful, it might be messy. Okay. So don't get mad at me if something gets messy. But we're going to do that same kind of idea where we're making like a chocolate milky concoction of paint down here with water. I'm going to use like a kind of a chunkier brush, but you can use probably a smaller brush maybe. It would be better. Or a toothbrush. I'll show you guys how to use a toothbrush too, but we'll do paintbrush first. So like I said, feel free to cover up your teddy bear if you want. It's a panda bear, but that's okay. Okay? And then you are going to... it's hard for me to show you this. I'm splattering with white. Because yellow is a tough... It probably should be doing yellow because it's like stars, but... yellow doesn't show up on blue very well for most qualities of paint, so I'm just thinking white will be easiest to go for it. I'm literally just going to flick my canvas, my paintbrush. Boop, boop, boop. And I should... Okay, here. And then, of course, wet rag, you can, like, dab away the little splatters that go on your panda if there's some that go in spots you don't want, but I want to have some in some spots, so I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to try to show you. So see how there's just dots over here, but when you come up here, there's almost like they look like lines, these splatters. Do you guys see that? That just means that my paint wasn't watery enough. There's too much more paint than water in the concoction. You want it to be very watery. Oh, and I did it again. Serendipitous shooting stars. Hey, you know what? Justin's right. They can be shooting stars if you want to. Respect that. I'm also going to splatter my clouds because... duh. Why wouldn't you? When it comes to a toothbrush... wowza! See, look, there's another good example of very thick paint. You see how it's not like this nice splatter over here. It's like lines. That's the best way for me to describe it. It's just like lines. If you like that, cool. But if that's happening and you don't like it, that's... now you know what's happening. Just again, I know I say it almost every time, but just so you guys know, if I could listen to any music and it not get flagged for copyright, we would be listening to Songs to Sing in the Shower on Spotify, that playlist, so just envision it. Okay, Splatter Central. Okay, I'll show you guys with a toothbrush while you guys are still splattering away. Literally the same process. Maybe you want your paint to be just like a touch waterier, but basically the same. And you're just going to take your handy-dandy painting toothbrush, and you're just going to dab it in there and give it a couple smacks. And you literally like lock and load it like a gun. And you flick it. And the thing with a paintbrush is it's a lot easier to control. Ooh, this paintbrush is dirty though, so I'm flicking like gross colors on there. That's okay. It's a lot easier to control. I'm all about the paintbrushes. Paintbrush splatter, I mean. Sorry, I didn't even finish the end of my sentence. Last stream I had a splotch of paint on my face the whole time and I didn't even notice till I watched it after, and I feel like it's happening again. Okay. I swear I thought of Saturday surprise before I came in. Well, look at that. I was in your head before you even knew. Hi, Tender Bear. We're paint a bear for you. Forgot to tell you. So again, I'm not going to go too into it, guys, because it has been 2 hours. We're all basically done, but the main difference of this one to the one that I painted is that I've added blue into these clouds, and there's a lot of blue on the bottom as well. I'm not doing that just because that could really stress people out, mixing blue with pink. But if that's something you want to do, please go for it. I'm just avoiding it because I don't like to bring you guys stress, okay? But realistically, I'm thinking he's basically done. One other thing that we can do that I talk about in other paintings is how I bring the same color throughout the whole piece to make it feel unified. And a way that we can do that in this piece is bringing our light pink throughout our panda. So you can do a couple, I'm using a little brush with a really watery paint. And I'm just kind of adding some cutie pink lines in there. Again, if you don't feel like you have to do this or not, I'm just kind of puttering at the moment. Beep, beep. If you want, you can even like paint your gems pink, maybe. Ooh, that's cool. Right? So see really close, like those pink lines are, you can hardly even see them. Boop, 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 boop. There's some in his ear. But again, take from the class what you want. If you want to add more depth into your clouds, it's literally just adding more pink in there. Then I'll start showing you guys pictures of everyone's after I touch this pink up in here. If you feel like your clouds seem flat, it might just mean that you need some more variety of value of pink in there. You can just dab some darker pinks in some spots. You can't paint during the day. Tanya can't paint without her wine. Look at that. That's so funny. I was like, I can't. What? Yeah, I don't know why. I struggle at painting during the day. So then I'm a terrible teacher because I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's go look at some people's pictures. Let's do that first. I think that's pretty much it on him. Okay, some people are sending me disappearing. When you send me a picture, Lulu, you're one of them. And when you send me a picture on Instagram, make sure you click keep in chat. I think let me see, where is it? Can you guys see this at the bottom down here? Where did I put it? Yeah. There's like 3 options and it says keep in chat. You have to like swipe to the right to say keep in chat before you send me the picture. Or else I can't show it on the computer. Okay, let's look here. Amazing. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Aw, he's cute! What do you mean? Okay, when people say they don't love something, I try to like look at it and think of why. And the only thing that I literally think would be the difference is that just in these 2 spots, I think you just need to bring some like a little bit of darker blue into it, because just make them a little more fluffy with a little variety of more colors, because if it's just sharp, it's the sharp line that I think is bothering you. But realistically, this panda, everything else about him is great. Love. Love, love. Tries to fix the cloud and legs. No, it's great! You guys! Oh my gosh. Nice clouds. What else we got here? Oh, I love the drippy backgrounds too. What else we got? What else we got? Oh yeah, see disappearing message. We'll get it in there. Aww. They're cute, you guys. So cute. Love the backgrounds. Okay, they're beautiful. All of them. Look at that little fluffy. Have I shown everyone's? Oh, nice background. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love them all. Yeah. So cute. Oh, I missed yours. I missed yours. Oh, there's more sending. My computer is really slow. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, thanks for the popcorn. Look at those beauties. I don't know why I never thought of like doing paint nights of like my original paintings. Oh my gosh. And Adam doing his own thing. Guys, this is the artist of Taytayski, just so you guys all know. And his girlfriend Stacy, because she has a name. She's not just a famous artist girlfriend, okay? What else do we got? I think I saw more. Let me refresh this. Yeah, we've got, I think, most of them. Oh, here's another one. Oh, guys, I like the backgrounds. Did I miss anyone else? I feel like I have. Oh. Just the first picture. Okay, guys. This one was a little bit quicker. Done it 2 hours, hey? It's tough living in the shadow of Adam. Yes, I get that. Okay, guys, is this our cutie panda? Is he complete? Are we happy with him? Love! My cat walked over my painting, so I have splatter and paw prints all over the table. That is so cute. Paw prints to add. Oh, hey, Nerdy Bales. I know, look, it says surprise. It says surprise at the bottom. It was a surprise weekend event. And I won't lie to you guys, it was very hard for me to get this to happen at 2, so it's probably not gonna happen again. Super happy you smiled the whole time. Much redemption after Yoda. Perfect. That makes me happy to hear. So happy to hear. Because I'm a night shifter. I paint through the night. I like to paint at nighttime and sleep through most of the day. So, like, I went to bed at, like, 6 o'clock this morning. So then I was up at, like, 11:30 noon. So then it was hard to get my life together to be ready at 2. I just don't paint during the day. Really proud of it. I am a vampire. A creature of the night. Thank you so much for this. No problem, UK. Thank you for coming. I think that's amazing. Really proud of this one. I'm happy, you guys. That makes me so happy to hear. Amazing time. Thanks, Flamingo. Glad that you're enjoying them and you found me. Had to get the blackout curtains up so your skin didn't sizzle. Look at this. It's so bright in here, guys. I don't even know. You can hardly see my LED lights. Like, what? What? I hate the day. I'm so happy you guys are proud of this one. A Taytayski original, literally. Basically, this is one of my own that I've painted. I painted a couple years ago. What's my little spiel that I always go over? Follow me on all my things, guys. YouTube, Instagram, caffeine. Is that it? Etsy. Taytayski on them all. No problem, Dresden. Thanks for all of the props today. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you all following along. Thanks for coming to the daytime special. I know I got some newbies in here that I usually don't get at the late ones. Everyone watching the YouTube videos, thanks for that too, because I love getting a surprise like cat painting at a random time. I like to see all of your results. Cassie, no problem. I'm so pumped that you guys all like this one, because so did I. Baby Panda. It'll be up on YouTube in a bit. You guys will all be put into the giveaway on Friday. I've decided now every week I'll just put all the paint nights into one giveaway. It's just a little bit easier. And I don't know what the giveaway will be. Probably just a print again. That's usually the easiest. It's so funny. It's just like panda, panda, panda. I'm that song right now. No problem, ultra chiquita. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all. I appreciate you guys following. If you want to watch live, make sure you make an account on Caffeine. It is so much fun to be able to comment and interact and be part of the show. You will see me on Tuesday and Thursday, not Saturday. Tuesday, Thursday. I'll always be here Tuesday, Thursdays. Haven't decided where we're painting yet. Haven't thought about it. See, look, people want to paint T-Rex. Adam, we might have to do it. It's so funny. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the props. Maybe we'll paint T-Rex, guys. Who knows? I have to do some work in the next couple of days. I haven't been working much. I've just been paint nighting. It's been great. So give me a couple times. Yeah, T-Rex. Sorry, guys. It's not a T-Rex. It's actually a T-Rex. Sorry to correct you. But I personally... Oh, I just put my elbow in paint. I personally love painting animals. I really way rather... yeah, you should be. You make some T-Rex fan art pieces. You sell that. I rather do animals and like content. Like landscapes are actually really hard for me, so then they're hard for me to teach you guys. And it seems like the response is better. Like you guys enjoy the animals and stuff too, just because I know how to teach it, I guess. But you guys can still send me a line on Instagram anytime. That's where most people will get a hold of me. I am on there all the time. And YouTube videos are posted Tuesday, Thursdays, and yeah, I'm not good at this whole like other part of it. I usually just, let's go live and see you when I see you guys. Thanks for stopping by during the day, and see you on Tuesday. Okay? Bye, guys.